All right, we got a controversial take here. Go ahead and hit play real quick.
Alex Ovechkin has been more durable than LeBron James over his career. Go look at the numbers. Based on the simple fact of the sport that he's playing, we can't compare these two. I don't see the comparison. I think it's borderline insulting to think that the longevity of LeBron's career is even close to the comparison of what Alex Ovechkin has done over the past 20 seasons. For this only. Number one, 82 games we play. Same amount of games as basketball. There is no way that anybody on this planet is going to convince me that LeBron James's body has been put through more rigorous, tumultuous, physicality, worn down, the grind of a hockey season. Guys, I mean, what are we talking about here? He's only missed 35 games in those 20 seasons.
That's incredible.
1,487 games, 895 goals. The most feared hockey player, in my opinion, to ever lace up the skates is Alex Ovechkin.
That's an insane. Stephen A's face is hilarious because he's obviously
doesn't know anything about hockey.
He's back in NBA like all day long. But like with PK's point, like it's hard to argue with that. I think like when you lay it out like that. How many games? 1,400 or something?
Something like that. 1,485.
That's like regular season too.
20 seasons or something,
and only missed 35 games. Like LeBron probably missed that in the past 2 years.
Yeah,
yeah. They have like what do they call them? Rest days. What do they do?
Scheduled rest
days.
What
the fuck is that?
I mean, hockey has like maintenance days or whatever, but like you'll never see Ovechkin.
So I think regular season NHL they're a little bit less physical, right? But when you all you got to do is turn the Stanley Cup playoffs on, they are hitting every shift. Every shift you're getting hit.
And the first half of Ovechkin's career was a big hitting.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of tapered off, but like they were super physical back then. Because he went through every era pretty much since 2005. So like when they were still hitting, still defensive, like everything.
So what was the take? PK said Ovechkin has had a more physically demanding career.
Just like
body longevity. Just like your body being able to handle that and be the best player, one of the best players on the planet.
Yeah, I don't think it's even an argument really.
Because that's the argument for LeBron is that he's played so long, which obviously is cool too.
Yeah.
But the demand on your body is nothing.
Yeah, I don't think you can take anything away from LeBron.
I mean, basketball, granted, to be devil's advocate, was a little more physical back when LeBron
first started.
But also, that's back when defensemen could just rip your head off at the blue line, and it was just fair game.
Yeah. And so LeBron played 21 seasons, 1,786 games, including playoffs, because he's played a lot of playoffs because he was in the East for so long, and he made the finals, 8 straight years or whatever. So he played a ton of playoff games.
Yeah.
Ovechkin hasn't played as many, obviously, but 1,573 for Ovechkin, including the playoffs. So about like 200 difference.
Yeah.
But it just, the demand for hockey is so much more.
Yeah, I think it comes down to like sport versus sport.
So I guess it's who's had the better career. Because you say, okay, LeBron's got 4 championships, whatever, and Ovechkin only has 1, but basketball, it's like one player can literally win you a championship versus hockey where you can be the best player in the world and still not even make the playoffs, right? Like what McDavid went through for so long.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And like Crosby went through it, Ovechkin early on. Because usually if you have a player like Ovechkin, Crosby, McDavid, it's because you were terrible. Like your team is very bad, right?
I mean, look at the Lightning, dude. Minus injury, Stamkos was an absolute beast. But I mean, unfortunately, he was injury prone. But Tampa never really was able to complete anything.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Didn't they go on that like big run?
Yeah, they did later on in his career. Like Stamkos wasn't like the guy. At that time.
But it's hard to have the guy. It's a complete. It's more of a team sport, which I don't think takes anything away from basketball. Like basketball is unique because like there's 300 guys in the entire world who can play at that level.
Yeah, I think
where every other sport, you got 25-man roster or 50-man roster.
I say for basketball, it's more rare to be a professional.
Yes, it's 100%
way more rare,
yeah.
especially a starting player.
Yeah.
And then hockey, you have way more, but you still have to be able to stand out.
It's more of a like
exactly. You know what I mean. There's 4 forward lines, 3 defensive lines, and then you have the guys who are sitting on healthy scratches, sitting on the sideline,
Right.
Guys waiting to come up.
What do you have? You have records, I guess, that LeBron all time. Oh, he's the all time leading scorer.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
But and so he's going to lead in everything because he's played for so long. But that doesn't take away the fact that he's an all-time scorer either.
Definitely not.
And he's not even a scorer. He's like a pass first guy, which is kind of like Gretzky, where he was the all-time scorer, but he wasn't really a goal scorer. Okay. Right? Same thing with LeBron, whatever. But Ovechkin's just like, to have that many goals, it's crazy. I just don't. Well, we're gonna see how it plays out because you have guys like Austin Matthews who like, if he plays the amount of Ovechkin has played, he will beat Ovechkin's record. Right?
Okay, yeah.
You think?
But he will. Like, he's like his trajectory and if he continues on that pace. But will he continue on that pace?
Right. Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
There's a lot of guys who get 3, 4, 50-goal seasons and then they taper off because hockey's so physically demanding that it's hard to keep up. And then Ovechkin's just a weird guy. Like, he's a big Russian machine, indestructible guy. He's missed 35 games. That's insanity.
You know what's interesting
That's
too?
crazy.
I feel like because hockey has there's more players, there's more of a pool. Like, the way the game evolves is not based, like, it's more based on the team play of the sport. Where like basketball evolved around Steph Curry. Or LeBron set the pace for like the game's evolvement, you know what I mean? So, or evolution, yeah. So it's like the reason I say that is because like Ovechkin keeping that pace across multiple eras to me is a little more impressive than like LeBron stretching out across multiple eras, I guess, if that makes sense. Because he has to. There's more. I guess I don't know. I guess there's more like differences in the game.
I guess the only argument would be like, I don't want to say Ovechkin's one dimensional, but he's a goal scorer and he's physical, right? He's not like the best passer. He's not the best defensively. He's not like, whereas LeBron is great scorer, great passer,
great all around
basketball mind. You know what I mean? So like,
plus he's like an absolute freak of an athlete.
He is, but he also
like specimen.
Yeah, but he also devotes
100%
has the resources to do so. Whereas hockey, if you're the best player in the world, you make $12 million a year.
Yeah.
And basketball, you make way more than that, especially with endorsements and stuff like that. And I don't know, like,
but you still have the best services available to you as an NHL player.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on the team too, because like you have some teams that you don't have, like, it's not a big market team.
Yeah, true.
Where you don't have the extra, like the ownership doesn't have the money to do all these extra things.
Yep.
But I don't know, like Ovi scored no matter what, whether it was defensive, whether they've opened up the scoring and made things like more easy to score.
Yeah, exactly.
He scores regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and then he plays. I don't know. Like the question is like who's had a better career, but I don't know how you compare.
Well, I think that's why I said I think the take is like Ovechkin has had a more physically demanding career, but who has had the better career? Let us know.
I don't know.
Let us know what you think, eh? With that, shall we hit the intro?